So I'm back from a bit of a COVID vacation. I think I've been publishing this weekly video for you for more than 8 years. So that's a lot of videos. But yeah, I missed the last couple of weeks. Like so many other folks, I got hit with COVID, and it wasn't the most awesome thing I've ever experienced, but I'm back with you. And I've been thinking a lot about action, about taking action, about moving forward towards whatever your goals are. And since you're watching this, I assume that your goals revolve around either starting a business or growing a business that you already have. That's what, at the bottom line, that's what this entire channel and all my videos are about. And what I've noticed is that a lot of times people they'll fall down right before the finish line. They'll have this idea. They'll start to work on something, whether it's a new product for your business, or whether it's your first product or your service or an online course or a membership site. And you'll do a lot of work. You'll spend a lot of time planning it, and you might do a lot of work, and then right at the finish line, you won't follow through. And maybe that I keep on saying you. I don't know what your exact circumstances are, but a lot of people do this. And the finish line is actually putting your offer out there in front of someone and asking for the sale, asking for the order, actually making the offer. That's the finish line. And so many people, right before they push that metaphorical launch button, that button where they're going to launch, and I say metaphorical, but for most launches these days, and it's been this way forever since I started, it's the button that sends the email. So it's actually going to be a click. You're going to click a button in your ESP, in your email service provider. You're going to click a button that says send this email. And then that email will go out, and it will probably be a short email, but it says, hey, it's finally ready to go. Click this button to get more details. And then that'll send people over to a page where you're actually making your offer. And so when it gets time to push that launch button, it's that last 5%, getting to that point and pushing that button, where a lot of people stumble. They don't follow through. They take the action of maybe they you can do all kinds of things to procrastinate. You can work on your logo. You can work on figuring out what kind of business entity to set up. You can work on your trademark stuff. You can work on your opt-in page. You can work on your lead magnet. You can work on your email sequence. You can work on your pre-launch content. You can do all that work. But when it comes to that last 5% of tying it together and sending out that message, usually via email, sometimes via social, actually ideally via both social and email, send out that message and asking for the order, that's where people fall. That's where people don't actually follow through. They're taking action, but they're not taking the effective action. They're not taking the ultimate action that they need to take, which is to ask for the order. And I think there's a lot of reasons behind this. I think one of them is that people, they feel squeamish about asking for money. They feel okay about delivering content, delivering value. They feel great about teaching, but they don't feel great about asking for the order. They feel squeamish about that. I know I certainly felt this way when I was starting out. I thought, these people love me. I've been given this free stuff, and they keep on writing back to me, telling me what an amazing person I am. And if I ask them for money, they'll be like, oh, you don't really, you were just in it for the money. You don't care about me. Or you're just another slimy salesman or slimy marketer. So there's a big, that's one big piece that I'll just touch on today. And that's this idea where that, yeah, that you're scared to ask for the order. The reality is that if you're in this business to help people, to make a change, to be a servant leader, to be a servant entrepreneur, to be an entrepreneur hero that actually helps people and moves them forward in their life. And I assume almost everyone in my community is like that. You want to help people quit smoking or have a meditation practice or find the love of their life or speak a second language or have a meditation practice or lose weight or get stronger, build a business, make more money, trade the financial markets, invest better, whatever it is. If you actually want to help people, and that's the way you have long-term success in business is by helping people, then you can't just give people free content. They have to be invested before they can move forward. Because whatever you're doing, I just named a bunch of different markets, and you might be one of those, or you might be helping people with a hobby or a sport, get more first serves in your tennis, hit the ball longer off the tee, whatever. If you're going to affect change in people's lives, then they need to be invested. Because think about it, like I have a coaching program. I have my Product Launch Formula coaching program. It's changed thousands of people's lives. And through my students, it's changed millions of people's lives. But it's a significant course. I mean, it's a significant training program. It's got coaching involved. There's coaching calls. It's not a lightweight something you sit down and you polish off after dinner one Tuesday afternoon. The reality is you want to launch something, you want to launch it in a big way, you want to have a business, you want to have an online business, you want to grow your online business, that's a significant undertaking. So like if I just dropped this whole body of knowledge and my whole coaching program, all those coaching calls in front of someone who hadn't gone through, they weren't invested yet. And I'm not even talking about money, I'm talking about emotionally and intellectually invested that, yeah, this is something that could really work for me. If they're not invested, then they're never going to follow through. I mean, at the end of the day, behavior change is hard. Behavior change is hard, but only if you're a human. I mean, if you're a human, it's hard to change your behavior. And I'm saying, here's an amazing opportunity for you to build a business you love, to have an incredible business and all the lifestyle that affords, but there's work involved. To get people to take that step and follow through, they have to be invested. So that's why I go through my Launch Masterclass, to get folks invested, to have them see their future and understand that future is attainable. So that's the whole entire pre-launch is to get them invested, right? It's designed to bring them step by step into my world and see the possibilities that I can see for them, that so many other people have taken advantage of. Is to take them through that process, and then I make the offer. You make the offer to take people the next step, because until they're invested, well, they won't be invested. Until they're invested, they won't be in a place where they are going to make those changes, where they're going to create that change in their lives. Because no matter how great your product is, it can only take people so far. They have to take the next step. They have to take the ultimate step. They have to move forward. So in order for them to be invested in their change, for them to enroll in what that change is going to look like in their lives, they actually have to invest in you and your product or your service or your offer or your coaching. That's why you need to make the offer. So I thought I was going to get to a little bit more in this video. I'll leave it for the next video on another thing that I think holds people back. But the number one thing I see is, well, I don't know if it's the number one thing, but one of the biggest things is they're scared to ask for the order. They're scared to make the offer. And the switch you have to make in your mind is that making that offer is the ultimate service that you can make for your clients, for your future clients, and for their future success and changing their lives in whatever way that you're going to change their lives. So I'm Jeff Walker, wherever you're watching this. Scroll down, leave a comment for me, and let's go get them this week.